They're not going to the big leagues with you. Little brother, little sister, whatever type of sibling, whatever type of brotherhood or sisterhood you thought you had, you are seeing where you need to have complete commitment towards what you are working on.
What is good, everybody? Happy Taco Tuesdays, or whenever this message finds you. Happy, whatever day it may be. And welcome back to the realest show that you'll ever find on this timeline. No Filter, with your boy, Zodog. It's an honor that you guys have stopped and you ladies have stopped through this community to peep it out and hopefully learn something of value. Today's download or tonight's download, whenever you happen to land here on my platform, I'm working on my breath control. Thank you, bestie. Whenever you decide to land on this platform, I welcome you. It's a think tank community where we all can just sit down and express ourselves to the fullest. Hence, the show is called No Filter. We don't worry or have fears about what we say here because we need to say what is said on this channel because this is real. We don't want to feel like we don't have any freedom of speech. We don't want to feel like your rights are implemented. If I said that right, word right. I don't want to feel like anyone's rights are not warranted here. This is an open-minded community. We're responsible adults here. Hopefully we can learn from each other. I'm a student of life, so I don't know shit until God tells me, you know what I mean? I'm willing to learn something new every day is where I'm getting at. And last night when I was watching my collective message, I was realizing that when you're abundantly wealthy once you're connected to spirit, first and foremost. So we shouldn't be having the fear frequencies about money. But we are a light warrior having a confirmation, bitches. We're a light body having a human experience. So we all go through our ups and downs and worries. First and foremost, let me get props to Rashad Jamal. I saw a video of him last night and it struck a chord. Because I found out who I was in 2020 due to Rashad Jamal. And he doesn't get enough props and respect. He doesn't. There are a lot of people out here that don't give him the proper credit. A lot of my videos, a lot of the knowledge I dropped with gods and goddesses, that came strictly from Rashad Jamal. I never said that word. Addressing it to our own people. I never said that. I didn't know that we were from the Anunnaki, and I didn't know a lot about the Sumerian tablets until I discovered Rashad Jamal. He came before any of these people. He came before 19 Keys, Ralph Smart. A lot of these esoteric teachers that you see now came after Rashad Jamal. Me as well. I was out on the internet. You guys know me that know me. I've been out on the internet for over 10 years. I was always been boisterous. But I did not know I was a god until I discovered Rashad Jamal. Free Rashad Jamal. So when I saw the video yesterday, it made me feel bad because I was like, I want to bail him out. Once I get my money right in the situation I'm working on now, and he's not out by then, I'm gonna Suge Knight him out of jail. I will. Because I ain't gonna lie, I started crying last night when I watched that video. Because he's a true god that's locked up for false charges. He's not a pedophile. He didn't do any of these things you see in the newspaper. He needs to be free, and he needs to be out here doing his job. Enlightening us, okay? He came here for a very serious purpose and a mission. And he's doing a hell of a job, and it's unfortunate that our brother's in jail. And a lot of us were scared house Negroes, and I got saved. I got to admit myself, I wasn't as brave as Rashad Jamal to do what he did. I was only brave enough to stay on this platform and tell my family and friends via this platform. I was not as brave as Rashad Jamal. I haven't seen someone as brave as him in a long time. And he gives me my fuel now to sit here and be brave because of the knowledge I gained from him. I'm no longer a token black guy, none of that bullshit. I know who the fuck I am due to Rashad Jamal. And I have to give him his props. I must. I would be a fraud if I sat up here and I did not give him his credit as much as he deserves. I have given him credit. You can look through my timeline. It's not like I never have. But I could have done more. And I failed you, Rashad. Due to that, I'm sorry. I have failed you. And hopefully I can make that up to you. But I understand where your upset and your frustration lies, where a lot of people turn their back on you and they think that you're AI and you're not who you say you are, and people is putting you against other intellectual brothers just for more division instead of unity. I've always been a supporter of you, but I want to make it well known and clear now. I would not have the knowledge. I still have a lot of knowledge, but I would not be where I'm at now if it wasn't for the knowledge that Rashad Jamal bestowed me with. Message confirmation, bitches. So I wanted to get that out the way because I felt that last night and I was like, I can feel his frustration. It's just him against the system, the media, everybody. And he needs backing. Just like he said, Meek Mill, when he went to jail, everybody went and backed him up, marching and boycotting and all that shit. But when it comes to Rashad Jamal doing the real work, nobody supports him. And that's heartbreaking. So I love you, brother. And I'm working on some things. I will bail you out, brother. If you don't get out by the time my stuff is in order, I will bail you out, brother. So you can continue doing what God's sent you to do. I promise you that. I'll reach out to your wife and we'll make that happen. As soon as I get the next stage in order and this mission I'm working on, I'm going to free you and a lot more. I promise you that. And I love you tremendously, brother. I can't wait for you to get home and be with your family. You should have never been separated. You went to jail because of some social media accusations and they're just falsely accusing you. That's what they do to all of our black leaders, all of our powerful black leaders. They manipulate us somehow, make us a political prisoner or some bullshit. You see how they did to the Black Panthers, the whole 9 yards. Rashad Jamal should never have been arrested and put in jail. Never at all. All right. I love you, brother. God and us, we're going to get you out. I promise you. I failed you and I will make it up. I'm sorry. I hope you will forgive me, brother. So today's or tonight's download is about being yourself once again. It may sound redundant, but it's about name brands, actually. Slow down, my breath work. Today's or tonight's download is about how name brands and how people wear name brands to cover up or mask their lack of personality or their non-existence of a personality. Don't you know a lot of people out there that dress head to toe, nothing but name brand? Could be a good person too, right? But it's just they dress head to toe, Nike, Gucci, Abercrombie and Finch, whatever. I'm not really a fashion brand, so I don't keep up with all the latest. But I've noticed that all through my life, that people that need to dress up, have the latest, either have a great personality and they just are really good in fashion. They like fashion, right? I'm not knocking people that's in fashion, all right? But there's a few different types of people that like to look good. There's people that like to look good because they know they're royalty, right? And they got to embody the essence of their energy that's emulating through their body. Confirmation, bitches. I completely understand that. Or there's people out here that have no personality and they feel like the only way they can get attention is by wearing the latest, trendiest name brands or following the latest trend. It's not about name brands here. So today's download or tonight's download is just about people that feel the need to be trendy, follow the latest fashion, and so forth because of a lack of their personality or lack of charisma. A lot of people that may be dull out here feel like the only reason they can get attention is by putting on the latest threads. You see how I'm dressed now. I feel very comfortable in this outfit because it's me. I love it. I'm not here to promote a certain brand and act a certain way. I'm just here to be Alonzo Hayes and be as transparent as possible and to let you know it's okay to be yourself. Okay, that is the main goal. Stop following these damn celebrities that don't give a flying you know what about you. And for my mission and my messages here on out, I'll be working on my breath control. I'll be working on not doing extra. I don't need to be vulgar on here to make a point. I want this collective message to be actually valuable, retainable, contagious, and shareable without worrying about, okay, well, we got to get to 23 and 15-minute timestamp. And then, all right, Jimmy, cover your ears because he's going to be going. I'm working on not being so wild. I know the show's called No Filter. But I also want it to be appeasing to all demographics. I don't want it to be a vulgar mouth. Okay, I don't need to be Eddie Murphy on Raw up here and just talking all types of wild shit. Even though that shit was launching and on point. But we don't need to be so vulgar to get the message across, is where I'm getting at. And I don't think it's going to be a long download today because I really want to get up here and let you know that however you look right now, that's enough. Like, I had a friend come over here last night, or during the day. She was telling me about her social experiment. And I guess my social experiment that I'm doing right now is I'm displaying to you, I'm showcasing how I look right now. I had a grand rising, a beautiful grand rising. Thank you, Lord. I don't like using the word Lord because certain words I'm replacing because if you know the origin of certain words, like I don't like to say amen because that's praising the sun god Ra and so forth, testament. There's a lot of things I'm retraining my brain for. That's why I don't like to use the word bless because supposedly that means sacrifice or to give blood. So I use the word be blissful. Confirmation, bitches. Message. So my social experiment is to get up on camera because I told myself last night I'm going to record every day. I want to have a grand rising by 9 a.m. Like Latoya Okia said, every grand rising I'm going to check in with God. I'm going to check in with him. I'm going to get myself right. I'm going to check in with her, and I'm going to make sure my mission and my frequencies are aligning properly that day. So I have the perfect clarity when I have my grand rising after me and God connect and we discuss what needs to be done. Then I won't be all chaotic mind and Tigger from Winnie the Pooh and bouncing off the walls to attempt to get my message across to you guys because I'm trying to address, or I'm attempting to address everything my brain saw. I was watching a Nasir Ra video last night too as well. Go follow that brother. And he was talking about how we got to get out the slave mentality, the slave timeline. You know what I mean? And I agree with him. I hate every Black History Month. All we see, like Nasir Ra was talking about, is slave movies and how Hollywood keeps on loving to ingrain the fact that we're slaves. We came from slaves to keep us in that mentality. You know what I mean? Hollywood loves to have all this money and put it towards slave movies for control. They don't want you and I knowing that we're true gods and goddesses. And I got that information from Rashad Jamal. Okay, once I figured that out, he told us we're non-ether beings and how everything came to be. I was like, whoa, I always felt something was in here. I was like, I know there's something going on. I always felt like a lost king that had my royalty and birthrights just snatched from me. Like I've been looking for my crown and my inheritance this whole time. And the Shir Ra was talking yesterday about how we need to get out of that slave mentality frequency. We need to escape that slave timeline. We need to start reminding ourselves who we are. Okay? We're gods and goddesses, kings, queens, however you want to refer to yourself, but get yourself out of that slave, lower vibration mentality in order to evolve and elevate to the right natural state you belong in. Okay? We're meant to vibrate high, not low. And a lot of these frequencies out here keep us trapped if you allow it to be a powerful. If you allow whatever you put your attention to, that's where the power lies. Or power goes wherever you put your attention to. I hope I'm getting that across right. Or wherever you put your focus on is where the power goes. So just be very mindful where you put your attention to. Okay? And it's easier to say than do, but just love yourself to the point where you just know you're this shit. You know you're whatever you tell yourself to be, but we got to program up subconscious minds. That's why I brought up Nashir Ra. He was talking about listening to the right affirmations and listening to the right binaural beats, 432 hertz frequency, 999 hertz frequency, 532 hertz, whatever resonates with you. I recommend 432, because I believe I heard the natural frequency was 432 through Rashid Jamal. See, everything goes back. Like every video I do now, I'm going to make sure I put credit in. I got to get the credit out. It's due. It's necessary and it's right thing to do. I'm not the originator of this information, like my boy Paul Michael talks about. I'm not the originator of a lot of this. There's nothing new under the sun. I'm regurgitating a lot of this information I've heard. A lot of this information I do know due to the fact in 2020 when I found myself due to Rashid Jamal. Now my perspective into it, intuitive powers are coming to me, which I've always had due to the fact that once you find yourself, then God will bless you with the powers that you already have naturally inside you. So I recommend that anybody that's a content creator that has got their information from whomever they may have got their information from, Wusa, working on my breath control, I highly recommend you give that person credit and pay them the proper respect. Like a few months back, I called out somebody that I knew was taken from me and I felt a certain way. I don't need validation every day. Hey, Alonzo's telling me this. No, I don't really need that. But, if you heard it from me, I would like some credit too. And when I heard Rashad Jamal's video yesterday, how he was calling out a lot of these cats and fake supporters, this and house Negroes and shit, I've always supported them. But deep down in my spirit, I know I could have done more versus being on this camera and tell my friends and family and so forth and people out in the streets. I could have put people together and so forth. Maybe subconsciously, as soon as I saw him get arrested, I was like, you know what, damn, another brother went down. Fuck, he's doing the right thing, and now they pulled him over with his family in the car. And he was going to go ham if his family wasn't in the car. I know that. The way he conducts himself. But I'm so glad that brother went safely. And he's still here with us. So we have a chance to get him out. Confirmation, bitches. So he can continue doing his mission. He needs the proper respect. Because he is very powerful. Still is. Doing the damn thing. And he needs to be out here tangibly spreading his word. He needs to be with his family. He does not need to be behind his fucking bars. And a lot of us can help him get out there if we're not scared Negroes. Strength in numbers. Everybody right now go follow Rashid Jamal, University of Cosmic Intelligence. It will open up your mind and spirit and your soul if you allow it. It's only meant for those that are on a self-development journey, have done their shadow work, know that the system we're living in now, it's all a facade. To eradicate these parasitical invaders that came to our country in 1942, Christopher Columbus, I learned this all from Rashid Jamal. With their sub-zero technology, froze us out, lowered our frequency, hence we're the size we're at now. But ever since the Lions Gate in 2020 is open, the matrix is crumbling now. We're seeing the firmament, ice chunks falling down. We're getting our power slowly but surely. We know what's going on in the atmosphere right now. I'm learning daily and getting downloads daily, but I'm not the originator of this information. I am still a student of life, and my teacher, my Yoda, my Obi-Wan is Rashad Jamal. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him, first and foremost. So everybody, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm about to get myself together today. I just needed to say that. I am Rashad Jamal's student, and I may have failed him. And forgive me. But I'm not over. I'm not done. I'm not giving up. I can. I must. I will. Once I get my situation right, I will bail you out, brother. You will be home with your family if you're not out before I get my stuff together. I will Suge Knight you out of jail, brother. You'll be Tupac out here doing the damn thing. Not Tupac, you'll be yourself doing the damn thing out here. But the analogy last night hit me. It's like, yo, just go in there with Suge Knight and bail his ass out. Get him home with his family. That's the right thing to do. You could have done more. This is the thing to do to hopefully alleviate all that, and then work with him closely and learn more, and then get braver through him. Get braver through him. That's it. I love each and every one of you. Thank you, Brittany, last night for that download, that message. Thank you, Draconic Princess. Thank you, everybody. Moon, Light, Latoya Okia, Rashid Jamal, tremendously. Infinitely, I'm going to be saying your name because that's where I got most of my information from. When it comes to God's esoterical knowledge, we came from Zionthia, ninth ether beings. Talk about the Neuron and how the Caucasians were created and all that. I learned that from you. And they were created on the moon and so forth. Like all of that. And that's why I highly recommend that. I'm not a scholar by far. I'm not a role model by far. There's other gurus and teachers out here that you can refer yourself to if you're looking for more of a chronological instructional way of getting where you need to get, how to find yourself. Me, I don't hardly write down notes. This was for when I had interviews. People come over, I know what to ask them. All right. Yeah, Abby, if you ever want to get back on the show, not get back on it, Abby, the invitation's still there for you, girl. I love you. I would love to talk to you. And yeah, so if you want more like of an instructional way of how to find yourself, divine ones and chosen ones, then you can go to a lot of these people out here I've named. Go to Ralph Smart, 19 Keys, Latoya Okia. She has an academy of how to be a certified life coach, which I need to tap into. I need to stop bullshit and tap in. And she teaches you how to put your talent together in a professional way so you can reach the masses. I believe there's 5 bullet points she helps everybody get to, and she would name those. I think 3 of them are like she'll help you spiritually, financially, and physically, and like how to eat properly and how to and professionally. They're just bullet points that we all need in life if we want to be professional and move further in life with the proper guidance and the support system. I've been gung-ho in it for so long that it feels natural, but I realize I've been hitting myself on the head in a lot of areas where I can use extra help. And I got to not let finances be that issue. I'm a God, I'm abundant, I'm forever. So I got to get in that mind frame and have the spiritual glasses. Latoya Okia. I need to be in the spiritual slow cooker and know that once you're in line with abundance, abundance flows easily to you. You just got to start believing in the unseen versus the physical. And a lot of us get confused when we see the physical. Well, I don't see it in front of me, so it's not there. Like the devil wants us to believe in the tangible because it's easier to believe in. You're feeling this right now. It's real. Don't believe in something that's invisible. All right? Don't count on that. I'm here right now. Take this. And God wants us to believe in the unseen so we can live eternally. Forever, because we believed in the unseen, which is the spiritual realm. Nashir Ra yesterday said everything's spiritual because everything does exist. I didn't even look at it like that. That's a good way. It's like everything's spiritual. It's everything living and exists and it has energy and so forth. But follow Nashir Ra for more in-depth information on that. And what does he mean by everything spiritual? Find out from Nashir Ra. Follow him. I love each and every one of you. Learn how to be yourself. Embrace your uniqueness. Don't worry about looking next door or the person sitting next to you and comparing yourself, because that is how you shoot yourself in the foot, self-imposed prisons, because you're worrying about Susan and little Jimmy and Jamal and so forth, instead of worrying about yourself. So be yourself always. And if you have somebody that you're learning from, pay them the proper credit and respect, and pay them the proper homage, because you need to respect where you came from and who helped you get there. And I will never forget Rashid Jamal. Oh, stop saying his name so much. What the fuck? I love the brother. He helped me get to where I'm at. I mean, ever since I found out in 2020 who I am, my whole life has been different. Otherwise, I would still have been lost. I would have been bouncing from here to here because I didn't know who I was. So I wasn't standing for anything, so I would have fell for anything. I wasn't standing for something, so I would have fell for anything. Now I'm standing on 10 toes on business. I'm not falling for anything because I'm standing on something. My foundation's getting stronger every day. So I'm finding my collective out here. I finally found my cosmic family. I love you, God and Spirit Team, for that. It feels so, the words don't even do it justice to find out who your spirit cosmic team is, who you're naturally guided to, inner child, that would naturally attract you without forcing people. It feels great to naturally be resonated to the people that you're destined to meet and are destined to change the world. I love everybody again. Be yourselves. Stay true. If you need help finding yourself, look up Rashad Jamal, University of Cosmic Intelligence. Look up my video yesterday. I have a lot more people out there. Follow New Breed Global Truth. Look up 19 Keys, Ralph Smart. Latoya Kia, Brittany the Cosmic Wife, Draconic Princess, Moon. The Salt and Light Tarot, which is Michelle. She used to be called Soldier Spirit on YouTube. Pretty Asian woman, if I got her ethnicity right. Very beautiful. There's a lot more others out there. And sharing is caring. So share this message. And let's build a better world. But we need confidence and strength in numbers in order to do that. But start with yourself. Love you.
Stuck with nasal congestion. We've all been there.
Word from my sponsor. I was trying to put back on Brittany real quick.
Okay.
But I love everybody. Take care. You'll follow her too.
Follow your own good advice. Trust yourself. So when you are being 1,000 with yourself, when you are really trusting what you need to say or what you need to do, and you actually listen to that, you know what is best for you. You know what is best for you. So again, a lot of people are being relocated so you can achieve great things. Keep praying to repel them as necessary.
I pray for anybody that needs help.
You can achieve
that feels
great
like
things. You are the phoenix rising from the ashes.
Remember that. Let's get a prayer in for my collective. I pray that every one of us stays strong and believes in our faith and believes in ourselves. Even though the physical world does not look like what God is showing us internally. I want us to always know that we're always looked after, we're always protected, we're always going to be strong, we're eternal, and we always have somebody to talk to, even if we feel lonely. We always have that other collective, even if they're across the world, we can reach out because communication's key. Work on my breath control. I make sure every day I rise and every night that I lower myself for my cosmic rest. I say a prayer over the cosmic collective and over the whole world that everybody gets their deepest dreams and desires achieved, and that everybody on this planet and galaxy is safe and protected from anything harmful, sabotaging, devilish, evil, deadly energies. Please repel all those nasty energies from everybody. Keep them safe and protected and loved. And no weapon formed against us shall prosper. We are protected by the holy light. There's nothing more powerful than God, the most divine himself and herself. I love everybody. We're prayed up here. If you're having a bad time, just remember we're going through this all together. I borrowed that from Dre OG Reacts. Follow him as well, and Chuck's Jet Ski. or jet ski Chuck, if you want to dive down deep in the waters. For you rabbit hole jumpers, Fox Molders out there, follow them. Just know you are highly valuable, highly sought after, highly unique. You're not made to blend in. You are made to stand out. You don't need trends. You don't need name brands to make yourself any more valuable than you already are. Love yous.